Namaste.
Namaste.
After listening to all of you, I don't know, I feel very small. Especially when the High Commissioner was here and talking about me, I was feeling quite uncomfortable because I don't know when I look back that I have done something. It just happened. It happened, number one, because of nature or God or whatever it may be. Number two, he himself, the High Commissioner, Mr. Masakwi Rungsung, who supported me all the time. When I went there with a plan, not even a plan, like an idea, he would say, "Go ahead, I'm there with you." So that itself is a kind of magnanimous openness to things to evolve on their own if somebody comes with an idea. So that's number two. Number three, all of you. You're so wonderful people who made this possible, right? It's amazing. I feel very emotional, right? I got individually connected to each one of you so much because I had individual conversations with most of you, and I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for all that. There are certain points. In the beginning itself, I said we all speak different languages, right? So when I started thinking of this course, it was so difficult to conceptualize. I was not very sure whether I can really teach this course here. There are multiple reasons. One of them is difference, variedness of the language itself. In fact, I remember some of our friends have said when we heard your audio lecture, when we were here in the classroom, we could understand what you were saying. When we heard your audio lecture, we could never follow what you were saying. Right? I know. So it's really difficult because we speak different languages, and also same word means different things to each one of us. So it's like 15 of us, 16 of us speaking different languages and still trying to arrive at some common understanding of it through old ancient Sanskrit language, which is a very difficult thing. And in between we had 2 or 10 people who have translated it and trying to transmit us or interject in between. So look at the kind of variedness and vastness of the languages that we have been dealing with all through these 10 weeks, which is one of the biggest challenges. But we have overcome that. We have crossed that, and we are on, at least on some page, on equal foot. So I'm happy about that. I was just thinking, like, if I have to talk about the takeaways, if we can think of. If you remember, I was talking about Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, 3 gunas, right? All of you remember that? And what is your responsibility towards you is important to me. What is your responsibility towards you is to elevate yourself from whatever you are to further, right? So if that is the case, assess and try to identify. We have to move from tamas to rajas and rajas to sattva. Okay, that's the continuous process. In fact, we understand that we all have all these 3 continuously fluctuating within us. You would be rajasic at some point of time, very aggressive, and you would be tamasic at some point of time, which may be required at that particular point of time, right? And sattvic as well. So this process, I'm saying, is a continuous process, and we have to try to elevate ourselves. And when we are looking at this elevation from tamasic to rajasic to sattvic, what I also say is identify. We have identified ourselves with at least 3 things, 4 things: body, senses, mind, and then consciousness beyond them. So with regard to your body, when we practice asanas, move from tamasic to rajasic, rajasic to sattvic. When you are dealing with your senses, move from tamasic to rajasic, rajasic to sattvic. When you are dealing with your mind, similar kind of elevation is required, movement is required, upward movement is required. And even if you are reaching out to your consciousness, of course, you don't have to work anything, you have already attained. So please do remember, because this is what, see, I have done, I have taught this course. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not the teacher, but still I have transmitted it, or knowledge got transmitted through me. Okay. If you agree with that, in Indian tradition, without Guru Dakshina, you know what is Guru Dakshina?
Yes.
You are supposed to offer something to your teacher. Okay. Without that, no course is complete. Remember that. Okay. So you have to give me something.
Yes.
Don't look at your money purse. Don't look at your purse. Okay? That's not what I mean. But give me a word that you are going to work on yourself. This is the strongest thing. When I taught this course, I got more than what you got. Right? When I have to study to teach this course in Jamaica, if I have to teach this course in India, I can use the words as it is and they would get hold of what I'm trying to say. But if I have to teach it here, I cannot use most of the words as they are. So when I said samskara, I have to chart out, remember? So much to make you understand what is samskara, right? So it's like a big, indwelling that is required within me so that I can translate the word, not through the language, but through so much of explanation. So that is how I have learned much more than what you have learned. So I am a different person. I don't know whether you are a different person from the first week to the 10th week, but I am definitely a different person. So I have learned a lot from this course. I'm always a selfish person. He was saying that I am not a selfish person. I am a highly selfish guy, core to the core, because I know that I'm going to get more than what you get. I'm here. In fact, I have induced all of you to come here so that to serve my purpose, the purpose of the Purusha. You remember Prakriti and Purusha? So I have used all of you for my own purpose. But now I also need this Guru Dakshina, that please promise that whatever that we have learned in this course, what are the takeaways of you list them at least 5 and then put them in practice. And not just the taxi driver, but they are going to help you in much deeper way. See, if you can see it within 10 weeks in some incident that is happening around you, you can probably see, if you clarify, if you purify your senses, you may be able to see much more than that. No, not just. I'm not going to tell you that you are going to talk to the dogs or you are going to talk to the animals or trees, but I'm saying you would start witnessing yourself to be an evolved being. That is what is important for us. So what I thought was, when I came here, in fact, when I got an opportunity of coming here, many people told me not to go to Jamaica. Okay, many of my senior colleagues, etc., told me not to go to Jamaica. But I came here. Somehow, it just happened. Okay, so one of the reasons why people tell us not to go to Jamaica is, violence. So that's where I felt my Guru Dakshina is. So let us contribute to non-violence. Let us not contribute to violence. Right? These two are two different steps. If you remember, I was explaining you, how do you practice Yama Niyama? You remember that? So let us practice this sincerely for ourselves. You practice it and you promote at least 1 or 2 people to practice it. So that would be my Guru Dakshina if you can give me. Because we all want Jamaica to be a wonderful country, flourishing and developing, right? And that is how Indian High Commissioner has been working here with all the medical camps, whatnot. He has done so much here only to promote peace and prosperity of the country. If that is the case, from our side, we are all individuals. We can do, whatever minimal things that we can do. So you practice it, make at least 3 or 4 people practice the same thing. Don't contribute to violence. don't talk about it, don't contribute to it, and also contribute positively to non-violence. Okay, so this is the kind of Guru Dakshina that I thought I would ask you. I thought, let me not talk anything more. I should thank Jessica, because the story began with an idea. We are now sitting in the 10th week. This whole journey began with Jessica approaching me saying that I am reading the text but I am not understanding certain things. So I said, okay, I'll teach you. I'll clarify those doubts. And then we thought, why not we extend it to few more people? And then we thought, I thought, why not I teach the total text? And then when I approached the Indian High Commissioner, he said, you can use my premises. You know, we should be grateful really to the office staff of Indian High Commission. Right? They definitely deserve special appreciation and sincere gratitude to them, because it's on Saturday morning. They will have their own other commitments, but even then, Anuj, Arvind, and many other friends, Rashid, and many other friends have colleagues, they are all our friends. They have spared their time and helped us in conducting it. So, thanks to them. So the whole story began with Jessica, and then we started this course. I approached him, not just, he did not just offer the space. He said, I requested him whether we can give the certificates. He said, we will. Right? Now he is here and he distributed the certificates. So such a wonderful, generous people that we have. And it is because of all this, the success of this story came. Now, one question that came up, how do we continue? Right? Is it that this 10 weeks is the end, or are we going to make it a new opening, beginning? Is the question, right? So don't be silent on this aspect. Give your contributions, put your thoughts. We can continue with the discussion on the WhatsApp group, because I don't want to take much time because it's already 2 o'clock. But we can continue the conversation on WhatsApp and then see how do we take it further. But from my side, whether I'm here or in India, I would be always with you to support you with regard to this Indian knowledge system, yoga specifically, and even if you have any other question or any other concern with which you would like to reach out to me, I would be more than happy to support all of you. Not just you, you can also tell your friends and others who may require some support. I'm always there to do that, right? Again, I'm doing it out of my selfishness, okay, not for you. So thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate all of you. And big thanks, sincere gratitude to each one of you, because it's only because of you that this course is a success. Thank you so much.
Thank you.